Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Another day, another whale watching. So excited to have everyone joining. Drop in the chat where we are all tuning in from today. Hello, everyone. I'm tuning in or hosting from Orlando, Florida. I actually just moved. So, for anyone who has been reoccurring or frequently watchers of whale watching, y'all will notice my background has changed going through the moving process. So, that has been fun. Hello, everyone. We have Colorado, India, Indianapolis. Ooh, flowery spring. I love that. Chicago, Quebec. Hello, California, Toronto, San Francisco. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. So excited to chat with everyone today. Our session is so exciting. I'm really looking forward to hearing all of our experts talk about today's topic because today we are going to be talking about AI for the modern marketer, all things automating your personalization, your retargeting, and your customer insights. So we have just a jam-packed session for everyone today. And with that, we have an amazing speaker lineup to coincide with this amazing topic. So we have Alexa joining us from Firma, Val from Digio, Thamana from Triple Whale, Sam from Postscript, Daniel from Chemonics, and Michael from Gorgeous. And I know this is always a frequently asked question. So, yes, today's session is going to be recorded and it will be sent out to all registrants and attendees. So, if for whatever reason you have a meeting you got to hop to, or perhaps a speaker said something or had something on their slide that you want to rewind and you want to rewatch and take some more notes, have no fear. This session is going to be sent out to everyone after the event today. We also have some amazing giveaway prizes for anyone who has not tuned in to whale watching in the past. Welcome. Hopefully, you will continue to join us moving forward. But here at Whale Watching, we like to spice things up and shake things up and reward you all for taking some time out of your busy days to join us today. So, we have some giveaway prizes for you all, courtesy of our amazing speakers. And I have to say, these are honestly some of the best giveaway items that we have had. I am so excited and also so jealous of our winners today. These are some good ones. And you might be asking yourself, Mia, my girl, how can I be one of these lucky winners to take home one of those giveaway prizes? Well, the number one way, you guys, is to be active in the chat. Yap away, add some comments about, something that these speakers say that you agree with or that you have comments on, whatever it may be. The more engaged that you are in the chat, the more likely it is you will win, because I am quite literally just blindly scrolling through at the end of each speaker's session, and that's how I'm going to be choosing the winner. So the more engaged you are in the chat, the more likely you are to win. And also, when we're all just like engaged in the chat and commenting and having fun in there and yapping away, it just makes things so much more fun. It keeps the vibes high. So, yeah, chat away. And with that said, we are going to go ahead and bring on our first speaker of the day. So let's go ahead and give a warm welcome to Michael, Technology Partner Manager from Gorgeous. Michael, welcome to the stage. How are you?
Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's so good to be here.
Yes, so excited to have you here, Michael. With that said, your slides are pulled up, so the stage is all yours.
Awesome. Well, hey everyone. Thank you, Mia. Thank you, Triple M, for having me here today. We're gonna kind of jump right into it. Yeah, the theme today, AI for the modern marketer. How does it all work? How do you put it together? What is possible on the horizon? That's what I'm going to kind of be covering today. So hopefully you learned something interesting. If you have a question, feel free to pop it in the chat. Uh, I might not be able to see it until after my presentation, but I promise you I will get back to you on those questions. Great. So yeah, let's jump right in. So my name is Michael. I'm a tech partner manager over here at Gorgeous out of San Francisco. We're going to kind of cover two lessons today, kind of around CX trends and customer experience, AI. How do you relate that all back to what you're doing every day? So first, creating a strategy and then adding AI to the team. That's kind of the name of the game. So if you're not familiar with Gorgeous, let's meet Gorgeous. Come right on out. So Gorgeous, what we do is we help brands grow through AI-powered customer experience. As you can see here, everyone's got questions. Where's my order? All that kind of good stuff. We help consolidate all channels in one place and use AI to help respond to those questions. So you have better customer satisfaction, faster response times, and more personalized responses. So we work with tons of brands. Some of my favorites on here: Sol de Janeiro, Herschel Bags, Kith, if you're a little bit of a hype beast like myself, and I think over 15,000 in total. So yeah, you've probably seen us out there somewhere. But we're going to talk today about what are these brands like really doing today, and what are some of the strategies you can take home. So the name of the game is improving customer experience with AI, and this is really part of the entire like customer experience process from pre-purchase, post-purchase. Like customer experience is one of the most important layers because that's where these conversations are happening, and that's really where like the rubber hits the road. So to kind of frame the challenges here today, there's three things that brands usually are focused on, and maybe this is one of the things you're focused on, right? One is you want to improve customer experience. Maybe you have some long response times or some processes you're trying to improve upon, trying to figure out a good way to do that. That's one thing. Reducing cost as well. Scalability is the second challenge that brands usually are facing, and then lastly is a consolidation play. You want to have all your conversations in one place. You want to be logging out of things, logging into others, looking them up in one place, relating it all back. It should be very visible from one central source. So we're going to talk a bit about that. So what are some of the challenges today? What we're usually seeing with brands is the very long first contact time. So think about like your team and what you're doing today. Like how fast are you getting back to people? Is it a day? Is it two? Is it less? Right? What strategies are you putting in place to reduce that time? On average, it's about 12 hours for first contact, which if someone has a urgent question, that's a long time. And the other average too is resolution. So not even asking the first question, but getting a response back and actually resolving that question. Second thing that's a big challenge is lack of personalization. So having your Shopify app ecosystem integrated in one place where you can see all the order data, all the relational history, conversations, all that kind of good stuff, loyalty tiers. You don't want people to feel like they're just another number. And lastly, like you don't want people to have to repeat themselves or feel like they're not being heard because information isn't being shared across these different channels. So these are some of the challenges that kind of give us a good backdrop. Couple of interesting stats here that I love to talk about. Um, 80% of shoppers more likely to buy when given a personalized experience. I mean, think about when you go into a store, like a retail store, and someone asks you, "Hey, what are you looking for? Like, can I help you find something?" Right? Trying to replicate that digitally is kind of key. And when people get a personalized experience, they're more likely to find what they need and buy it. And then the next piece, which is huge for digital, right? Customers rate an immediate response as important or very important when they have a customer service question. And I think it's important to note for customer service questions, like these happen heavily on the pre-purchase side too. Hey, does this sweatshirt run big or small? Uh, does it shrink? Or can I return this? Or what's the return policy? Like these are all little things that can be a friction point in the buyer journey, and you want to make sure people get a quick response because if it's their first time interacting with the brand, maybe they haven't felt the quality of the item, whatever it might be. You need this to kind of bridge that gap. So that's all to say, customer engagement, super critical layer of your e-commerce growth stack. It's very important for those purchase decisions. Immediate response time, also extremely important. And then also lastly, interesting, consumers would pay more for greater convenience. I know I would. I'd rather pay a little bit more, get that subscription rolling, or maybe get a little bit more of a premium item, knowing that it's going to be quick and easy. So my first tip here, we kind of touched on it. You want to be wherever your customers are, and that's really the basis for like an omnichannel strategy. What does that look like? All these little kind of bubbles up here, all your different channels. You got Facebook, you got Messenger, you got WhatsApp, you got Instagram, you got email, SMS, phone. Like these are all places that you, as much as you want to, you can't control where folks are going to want to engage with you. The best strategy is to be there and be able to get those messages inbound, bring them all to one place, and then connect them back to your store, whether it be Shopify, Magento, BigCommerce, or WooCommerce. So Gorgeous, we help brands consolidate all these channels. And this is really like table stakes today on how to solve that bandwidth challenge. The exciting bit, and we'll kind of focus on the rest here, is the new age of CX and AI. So Sparkle is here. We are entering it. We are in it. It's here. And how do you take advantage of that? So what's interesting is today, or maybe think about what you're doing. Are you focused more today on just like handling repetitive tickets more manually on an individual basis by an agent? Or are you spending more time like optimizing tools? The future of customer experience is actually going to kind of be coaching AI and letting that handle um, those kind of tier one tickets. Where's my order, shipping policy, order information? Hey, I need to change this, modifications, whatever it might be. And then the rest, you're going to be able to focus more on like team training, upskilling, focusing on other projects that were taken up by the bandwidth of these like common repetitive questions. So my second tip is you're going to want to use automation tools, reduce that load on your team, and get customers instant answers. So what we've done is we've actually been able to help over 6,500 of our brands with heavy automation. Over 20 million interactions have been automated. What has that done as a result? It's brought down that like 12-hour first response time down to like 30 seconds, right? That's huge. 1 hour for like a resolution time. It's also saved tons of like support hours and support costs as well. So this is one of the huge reasons why it's important to take a look at adding AI to the team. So there's a ton of stuff here. It can be a bit overwhelming, but what I really want to call out is like Gorgeous AI Agent, for example. Here on the left, you can see someone asking a question and then immediately having a human-like conversation, a conversational response that's pulling from your own, help centers. It's pulling from all places where you have all the answers to these questions already. And you're easily able to train your AI on your processes, your brand voice, and then review those interactions over time. What does this do? It helps improve customer satisfaction. And you can also set up flows on your website, like live chats, where you know common questions are going to come in. Let customers track and manage their own orders, right? I think a great example, if you were to look at today, you go to the Mr. Beast store, if you guys are familiar with that famous YouTuber, he's got a merch store. Check out their chat that's powered by Gorgeous. You'll find that it has those common questions. It even will guide you through a sales process. And this is all done through Gorgeous AI. And lastly, the back end of all this is the help desk, performing those actions in Shopify or any other e-commerce tools you're doing, and leverage those automations to organize your inbox. So maybe automatically closing spam or tagging tickets appropriately so you can better segment those customer conversations in your marketing piece, right? So this all ties together. So what does it look like? A little bit of a bigger image here. This is exactly what the AI is designed to do. Place the order, respond, and then say, hey, that was a good answer or a bad answer. So it combines, all these language models as well as your help center to send those relevant responses over email channel and chat, which is super cool. It pulls from website, from Shopify information, macros, and you can set up guidances of like, hey, if somebody wants to do a return, please hand that off to an agent. So you can really kind of pick the parameters it goes along with. And it can resolve or hand off. Overall, like the best practice here is, you want to onboard it, set up automations, observe your AI, and then coach it along the way. So it's really like an iterative process and becomes better over time. So yeah, again, we kind of looked at a couple of metrics of results with response time and resolution. CSAT's huge because it's directly related to revenue. An increase in CSAT, usually a few percentage points in revenue. And we've actually gotten some brands up to 50% automation rate, which is massive. So you're cutting your workload in half pretty much by adding this to the team. Some quick spotlights I wanted to call out. Psycho Bunny, they've been doing some huge numbers of cross automations. You can check out their site, see how they set it up. I think they're a great example, as well as their help center. They were able to reduce their response time by a massive amount and increase their resolution time by the AI agent itself. Another brand that I'd like to call out here is Shinesty. If you're going to Shop Talk this year in Vegas, stop by the gorgeous booth. Shinesty will be there answering some questions on how they did it. But another really great example, like North Star, of brands who are doing this really well. They were able to do this all without hiring any new additional folks, dropping their ticket to order ratio and automating 60% of their tickets. So huge. And then lastly, this is really going to help you like scale support, reduce your ticket volume, delight customers, and spend more time on that high impact work is kind of the name of the game. So if you are curious, hey, how do I get to 30% automation in 30 days? Shoot me a note. We can chat, answer some questions, and hope you learned some interesting stuff. And thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Michael. Amazing presentation as always. There was so many different comments and questions in the chat, so definitely hang back so you can address some of those. And before I let you go, we're going to go ahead and choose your giveaway winner for a
That's right.
$75 gift card. So I'm going to scroll on through and we're going to choose this winner.
Who will be the lucky winner?
All right, congratulations, Emily Peach. You are taking home a $75 gift card courtesy of Michael from Gorgeous.
Congrats, Emily. Shoot me an email. I'll pop it here in the chat. We'll get that sent out to you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today, Michael. We'll chat soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, friends, we're going to keep things moving along here. So joining me up on stage is Alexa, the Director of Marketing from Vermont. Welcome to the stage, my love. How are you?
Hi, how are you guys? Great to see y'all. Well, guys, I can't see you. You can see me, but great to be here with you guys today.
Yes, absolutely. We're so excited to have you join today. Feel free to go ahead and take it away. The stage is all yours, my love.
Amazing. I'm trying to get this like as big as I can here. So let's see. I'm trying to play with the window size. Okay, awesome. Well, hi guys. I'm Alexa. Great to meet you. Hopefully you can hear me. I drove to the office today and totally left my AirPods back at home. So pop in the chat and let me know if you can't hear me very well. But for those of you that I have not yet met, I am Alexa. Great to meet you. Love to start by giving you guys a little bit of context on me. I actually started my journey as a growth marketer and advertiser myself. So back in the day, 5-6 years ago, I was a growth marketer and a creative strategist before I actually joined the Triple Whale team as head of brand. And that's where I met Mia back in the day, which was pretty awesome. So great to be here and always great to collab with Triple Whale yet again, one of my favorite teams to work with, absolutely. But now I'm currently the director of marketing at Vermont. So we'll dig a little bit into what Vermont is now in case you're unfamiliar. So if you haven't met Vermont yet, we are an AI-powered commerce platform that helps brands create, experiment upon, and refine and optimize shopping experiences. So when someone clicks on an ad of yours on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is, and they hit a shopping experience, traditionally brands send that traffic to things like landing pages that they've created with design and development, or maybe a PDP or a collection page on their website. But with Vermont, you can create these highly optimized shopping journeys from landing page to embedded PDP to cart so that you can merchandise your products maybe separately than you do on your main website, or create really targeted shopping journeys for unique buyer personas or product value props, all that kinds of stuff. So let's get into how that actually works. So quick breakdown of the strategy and the vision here so you guys have some context. Like we said, most brands right now are sending their traffic through a single funnel. So maybe even if they do have a couple landing pages at the top, no matter what they're working with, all their different types of ads that speak to different marketing goals, different products, different buyer value props, or maybe product features and benefits, they're traditionally sending all of that traffic from all those different places and all those different ads through one core funnel. So even if they do have a couple landing pages at the top, they're typically going to a PDP or collection page, the same kind of cart experience, and then through the same checkout. And when your conversion rate or your whatever North Star metric you're optimizing towards, your ROAS, your average order value, your MER, whatever it is, isn't looking the way that you want it to look, it's really easy to say, oh, there's stuff that's wrong at the top of the funnel, right? There's, our ads aren't strong enough. We need better creative. We need better copy. We need to try new marketing goals. But sometimes the problem isn't actually at the top of the funnel, and often it's not always at the top of the funnel. It's actually throughout your entire shopper journey. So from that moment they click on your ad to the point when they get to your checkout, are they getting the most optimized shopping experience that they could be getting, right? And so, easy example here, let's say you have a sock brand and you're running two different ads. One is saying that you're selling the highest quality athletic socks in the world, and another one is selling the best moisture wicking athletic socks in the world. Those are two different reasons why someone might want to buy, or two different things that they identify with, different buyer personas, whatever. And you're setting them through the same funnel. And so whatever they clicked on in the ad might not line up with what they're seeing on that product page and the creative and the reviews that you're showing, all that kind of stuff. Because on those landing pages and product pages and in those carts, they have to be jack of all trades experiences, because they have to be able to handle whatever traffic comes to your site. Guess what ends up happening? These two different buyers and these two different ads, they they kind of end up looking like this, right? So they clicked on a sock ad about moisture wicking socks for their whatever, they got sweaty feet going on, and they end up landing on a PDP that's about how these are the best socks ever for all these different types of things. And they're just kind of feeling a little bit lost. They close out the window, they get distracted by their dog or their kiddo, whatever happens, and suddenly they don't actually convert. And you're losing that viable revenue. So this is where Vermont comes in. We talk about it as the hub and spoke model. So we offer a, no design, no dev required, a drag and drop builder that allows you to create these self-contained funnels and flows for each shopping experience. So your checkout, your Salesforce Commerce Cloud, your Shopify, it's still your main checkout hub, your central hub. But this way, using our product, you're able to create really tailored shopping journeys from that ad all the way through to that checkout, so that that shopping journey can be targeted towards not only the ad creative, but then you can have different, product descriptions, product imagery, even maybe the products that you're merchandising in that self-contained shopping experience, in-cart incentives, upsells, offers, all that kinds of stuff can be tailored for that specific shopper journey. And so the way that we describe this is tailoring every touch point. So that way, from the ad through the landing, the PDP, your cart experience, and then all the way through to your checkout, you have a highly targeted, highly personalized, highly tailored journey at every single touch point along the way. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Lex, this is a webinar about AI. Don't worry, I got you. We're coming there. But first, let me start by saying this. What we have learned in building our product, and I've learned at least in years of working in the growth marketing and advertising space, is that experimentation at scale is what helps you move past plateaus in performance. It helps you get to that stellar performance. And you can't, as somebody who used to be a growth marketer and advertiser, only work on that top level of the funnel just with the ad creative and the ad copy and the offers, that people are clicking on in ads, right? So just to give you some proof points here, some context, as to why this all really matters, I give you like 5 different stats here on different brands that we're working with right now that have applied this hub and spoke model and created these deeply tailored and targeted journeys and have seen the performance outcomes, right? So by creating, streamlined buyer journeys and experimenting with gift with purchase options within those specific journeys, Jack Archer's seen a 20% decrease in CPA, or Southern Scholars seen 111% lift in AOV when they created funnels specifically for different bundle ads that they were running. So I will share this deck with the Triple Whale team, so hopefully they can share it with you guys afterwards. If not, I can share it with you afterwards if you want to come back and look at this stuff. But I want to get into the AI bit of it all. So historically, for years, as growth marketers and advertisers, it would take us so long to create these shopping journeys. I remember when I wanted to create, I used to work in the supplement space. I wanted to create a landing page and shopping experience specific to one product benefit or use case. It would take me like 2 weeks to get that new angle landing page and shopping journey and experience actually launched after going through design and development, iterations, all that kinds of stuff. Vermont, when we built our product, we first said, okay, that's great. Let's make it no code, drag and drop, easy. You can get experiments to launch faster. And then AI has grown and has become incredibly powerful. And now we can do even more. We can help you get to those high performing buyer journeys faster and optimize them faster and especially more effectively than ever before. So let's talk about how AI works with Vermont. So at Vermont, you might notice that our brand name sounds a little French. It is. It's named after Pierre de Fermat, who was a French mathematician. But we actually named our built-in AI funnel agent Pierre. And so Pierre can do a whole lot of really cool things, but he can generate funnels for you. He can give you deep funnel analysis. And then he also has some special modules that you can put in. So if you're a more DIYer, but you want some smart modules in there, you can add those as well. So looking a little bit about what Pierre can do, this is pretty neat. Okay, I gotta make sure I click on the right screen here. There we go. Is that gonna work? Sweet. Awesome. So Pierre can generate funnels for you. So Pierre uses your real purchase data, your historical purchase data, as well as data across all of the brands that use Fremont, as well as industry best practices and all kinds of interesting stuff like that, to create compelling copy and layouts, things like advertorials or video shop based funnels that match your brand and are also like pre-performance optimized. So this means that if you have an idea for a new funnel, like you want to merchandise a product in a new way, or you want to create a entire shopping journey about how your collagen is the best for hair growth, you can actually generate a high converting funnel in literally seconds. So as you can see here, this is obviously a little bit of a sped up video, but even with my like 1.4x, I'm able to go ahead and create a complete funnel end to end here in literally sub 1 minute. And then you can always go in and reinforce and enrich. So all you have to do is select your product, choose the media that you want to feature, give Pierre's agent a little bit of information on your goal, your tone, who you're marketing, who you're targeting, that sort of thing. And then you can launch your experiment in minutes. And what that means is that you have the opportunity then, like we go back to that hub and spoke model that I started out before, to then create these different buyer journeys quickly, very quickly, in literal minutes for all those different traffic sources, buyer personas, buyer value props, product benefits, product features, new marketing, crazy marketing angles that you come up with, seasonal ideas. Maybe you forgot it was Father's Day coming up and you decide you want to do a Father's Day sale. You can go ahead and create these funnels using your past purchase data, best practices, and industry data across all of our clients as well, in order to make highly optimized funnels. Next thing that you can do is you can use Pierre for CRO analysis. So you can ask Pierre for insights on your existing funnels, and he'll help you uncover not only your strengths, but your areas for improvement. So he'll tell you, maybe this is where people are dropping off in the shopping journey. He'll help provide optimization recommendations. You can implement those really quickly and easily. And therefore, you're just getting growth insights in seconds without having to kind of sit there and hack through your data. You can get not only a high level overview of your data, but then also get some information on quick fixes that you can make to implement and start, optimizing even faster. And then, like I mentioned before, we have some of these pretty neat like magic modules. These you can use our drag and drop builder. You can pop them right in and they will help just eliminate some of the guesswork when it comes to floating things like the right products, the right copy, the right messaging, all that kinds of stuff to each type of shopper. So these modules use real-time data to auto-optimize things like your product grids, copy, video and product pairings, so that based on what product you're trying to sell as the hero in this funnel, it will optimize and show like the best possible video creative that it can on that lander, things like that, so that you have just kind of constant continuous optimization and learnings that are being implemented. And finally, I think this is one of the coolest things. Pierre is really just your ultimate funnel strategy assistant. So think of Pierre as like your go-to full-time employee that you don't have to worry about slacking too late at night. Kind of like if you're familiar with Triple Whale's Moby, it has some similar characteristics where you can work through your data together, but you can also do things like ask Pierre, hey, I really need to increase my AOV this month. Here are some challenges that I'm facing. What's the best way that I can go ahead and increase my AOV? And Pierre will actually help recommend funnels for you. So he'll provide hook information, tell you how to merchandise the product, provide recommended offers, tell you which channels will be most efficient for you to advertise on, all those sorts of things. And then it'll also give you a breakdown of the why it works or why these things are being recommended, so that you can also kind of like cross-check with your own personal logic. But this example right here, I started last night. I started a chat with Pierre. I told him that I wanted to increase my conversion rate. I gave him the product that I was trying to merchandise, which is this t-shirt. And it was able to create this funnel for me in probably end to end 10 minutes. And that's including the time that I was chatting with him. I'm going to skip through. I feel like I have no sense of time right now. I'm going to skip through, but give you just a quick glance at some of the different types of funnels that you can generate with AI using Fremont. So things like hero product funnels, where you're explaining the 5 reasons why XYZ product is perfect, or I'm sorry, ABC product is perfect for XYZ reason. Things like Gone Gray, hair dye for gray hair. You can build funnels specifically for new customer acquisition bundles. So, if you have a really enticing new customer offer, like a starter kit, for example, you can go ahead and build those bundle funnels in just minutes. A personal favorite of mine is that if you work with influencers or creators that have multiple of your products, for example, here with You Beauty, they've created like a full routine skincare set with one creator who uses all the products in a video, and then they're able to create an end-to-end funnel experience, including all of those products merchandised. Gift with purchase based offer funnel. So this one's cool with Jack Archer. They have a 5 reasons why their hero product, this jet setter pant, is perfect for men who like to travel and work and do all these different things. And they're able to create a custom gift with purchase offer where a shopper can actually choose a t-shirt in their preferred color variant and size, so that they're exposed to a secondary product and come back to buy that secondary product and come back to buy more over time. Another one similar to if you're working with creators, Clocks and Colors is a jewelry brand that they make like a lot of like metal hardcore kind of jewelry, and they work with a lot of different rock bands or like rock creators to create collab collections. And so they're able to merchandise and create very specific end-to-end funnels for these collaborative collections that they're creating. And then another great one is we also have geo-targeting capabilities. And so if you wanted to create, let's say, a Spanish language variant and an English language variant of a specific type of funnel or offer that you have, you're able to kind of geofence those and then also have them show your entire funnel all the way through in your preferred language based on where the user is logging in from. So that is all from me. I'm going to hopefully be able to share this deck with you guys afterwards. But if you guys are interested in learning more about Fremont, we're doing a really rad 50% off your first 3 months of Fremont offer right now. So if you want to scan that QR code, you can get yourself some access. I'm also happy to share the link in the chat. But thank you guys so much for having me.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alexa. There was so much love in the chat for Pierre, and everyone definitely scan that QR code because Alexa and the entire Format team are amazing. And before I let you go, my love, we're going to go ahead and choose this giveaway winner for some Jambies joggers. I love Jambies, literally the best. And Alexa, you were the one who put me on because I remember you got me Jambies for the first time, and ever since then, I have been a loyal customer. So whoever wins these is going to be so happy.
Amazing.
All right,
they're the comfiest pants in the world.
All right, congratulations, Gigi Spillman. You are the winner of some Jambies joggers, courtesy of Alexa and the Fermat team.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Gigi, I'm excited for you to try them out.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Alexa. We'll chat soon. Okay, friends, next up joining me up on the stage, we have Sam, who is the VP of Product Marketing at Postscript. Hello, Sam. How are you?
I am doing amazing. How are you all doing today? I'm excited to get started.
Yeah, doing so good. So happy to have you joining us today. Feel free to pull up your screen and the stage is all yours, Sam.
Awesome. We should be good to go now. So great to be here. I'm excited to get the kick into this. So I'm going to be talking today about conversations that convert. So if you don't know about Postscript, we are an SMS provider. We work with Shopify brands. And what we really do is we focus 24/7 on SMS. That's all we think about. That's all we do. And our goal is to help brands make more money on SMS than anywhere else. So I'm going to talk about these 3 things today: conversations, AI, and SMS. So let's get going. This is actually similar to the stat that Michael over at Gorgeous had. So customers, they want a personalized experience. This one is from Forbes. I think his was from an Epsilon survey. Regardless, I'm glad we're landing right at that 81% chance. This is nothing new. As marketers, we know that this idea of personalization is kind of the mecca, what we're trying to go for. But the challenge is, so far, this hasn't been something we've been able to deliver on. We've tried, we've done our best, we've had different ways of getting closer. But if you think about how we're trying to be personal in our direct channels today, it's stuff like creating segments that are cart abandoner or 60-day purchaser or 7-day subscriber. And that can help us get a little closer to the proverbial pin on personalization, but it's still just marketing speak. And inherently, it's not what me as a consumer or you as a consumer think yourself of, because it's literally just a segmentation. And because of this, our current approach is tapped out. We've only gotten as far as we can, and we've done the best we can as well. There's some really interesting ways that you can market and work with your technologies to get closer to personalization, but it doesn't deliver that personalized experience that truly is being asked for. And the other important part here, and this is something that a mentor of mine presented years ago. And I remember her saying this when she was up on stage, that you need to remember that this is the customer's journey and not your journey. So if you think about that, we are trying to fit the end customer, our consumers, into this perfect omni-channel journey that we've laid out, maybe on a piece of paper, on a whiteboard, or eventually in a technology or on a slide deck. And that gets them a great experience and they buy our product. But the reality is, as a consumer, you don't want to be put into a journey. You're not looking to be told what to do. It's your experience and it's your journey, eh, inherently. And so for us as marketers to try and force somebody or think we can control that is unrealistic. And when you think about that idea of personalizations, the only way to do that and be personal is conversations. Think about like your real life your real life experiences, your lived experiences. When you've built relationships, it's been over a cup of coffee, getting into details. It's meeting maybe it's in college, meeting someone on the dorm room hall and having a conversation as you walk to class. You don't get personal by sending one-way discount offers. You don't get personal by jamming people into an experience that you've designed. So reaching for those conversations, reaching for ways to be naturally human with your customers, with your prospects, with your audience is needed. And when you think about the channels and the tools you have in your toolbox as a marketer, SMS is the perfect channel for conversations. I mean, think about it. Like my phone's right here. It's either in my pocket or next to me, probably right next to me. Unfortunately, whether I'd like to admit it or not, if you open up your messaging app, or if I did, I probably got 4 or 5 group chats going on. I've got a text message with my mom going back and forth. Maybe I'm texting my partner about picking up the kids later. These are conversations that are happening right here. And you probably have the exact same experience. Pick up your phone, look at it now. You're having conversations. So as a brand, we should be thinking about how can we mimic that? How can we provide a similar type of experience for the folks on the other side of the phone? But we're not just about making our customers feel good. That is part of it, but we want to drive more revenue. And the other thing that we found at Postscript is when people are conversational, meaning somebody has replied back to a text at least once, those customers are 4 times more valuable on LTV, or lifetime valuable. And on top of that, you get valuable data. Think about a conversation. Instead of having to ask, what's your favorite color? A, blue, B, red, so on and so forth. You can ask an open-ended conversation and get open-ended question and get a response back like, hey, what are you shopping for today? Oh, I'm looking for some red shoes. They're super hard to find, but it's my favorite color. So I want to make sure I have a bunch of those in my closet. You didn't have to ask them what their favorite color was. They gave you that information in it via an open-ended question in a conversational manner. And so that's where conversations can come in multiple points of value. So let's talk about AI. Though this is about SMS, this is about conversations, and this is about AI. So LLMs are large language models. They're the perfect solution for a personalized experience. They're good at a lot of things, but I want to highlight 3 areas or 3 key points here. 1, they're really good at using conversational language. This is generative AI. This is based off of conversational language or language inherently. So that's a check mark. Next, they can mimic human reasoning. Think about if you've ever logged into Claude or ChatGPT and tried to go back and forth in a conversation, it can give you advice. It can give you advice if you ask for it. It mimics that human reasoning. And then finally, scaling across large data sets. People, including PostScript, have tried to have these one-way conversations, human-esque conversations by adding human in the loop. But now with AI and large language models, LLMs, you can do this at scale. So it's like check, check, check. And when you think about scale, think about large subscriber lists or customer lists. So now let's get into some advice here. This isn't going to be specific necessarily to PostScript. If you want to learn more about PostScript, we have a big launch event coming up on April 16th, or come visit Shop Talk. But what I want to leave you here with is a good and a better for these 5 things on how you can use AI to create these conversations. Because like we believe, and I personally believe, that this is path to a better brand experience and ultimately more revenue. So let's get into it. All right, number 1, own your unique brand voice. So how can you do this on like a good level? So you can create brand guidelines. Many of you probably already have them, and then feed that information into an AI project. So if you think about Claude or again, ChatGPT, they both have project settings. You can kind of give it guidelines and feed in those brand guidelines or blog posts or whatnot. And then that'll ensure that the copy or creator respects your brand, and you can automate some of that content generation there. Better is choose a technology partner that builds an AI that ingests your brand information. That could be you inserting your brand guidelines. It could be scraping your website. It could be a bunch of other things. But you want to find those technology partners that are making it easy for you to represent your brand and give you active feedback or take active feedback, because you want to be able to coach the AI. You want to be able to thumbs up or thumbs down something that looks good. You want to be able to say, hey, I want my messages to be more concise. I want more or less emojis. So that's one of the things you'd be looking for. Like you've built a ton of time, you put a ton of time to build that unique brand voice. When you leverage AI, you want it to be respected in the best way possible. And this is an important way. So that's number 1. Second, you want to get unique and hard to get insights. So there's a lot of great information when you think about conversations, when you think about SMS or email, or Gorgeous was on there on chat. There's a ton of information there. So the good here is collect those customer responses. Again, it could be email responses, it could be SMS responses, it could be a survey you've run, whatever it might be, and input them into AI. So again, it could be ChatGPT, it could be Claude, it could be something else out there. To find those trends and analysis. Those technologies really good at like sifting through a bunch of information from a B2B perspective. I would take a gong or a sales call that's a recording and a bunch of those and put them in there. From a D2C perspective, again, those could be like chats or responses or whatnot. The better here is find those partners who are already surfacing those contextual insights. When I mean contextual, it's that example that I gave earlier, those red shoes. That's a micro or one-to-one level. If you think at a macro level, you can find product feedback. You can find sentiment analysis. You can understand what copy works better and bring that to other parts of your marketing. So you want to find a vendor or a partner. It could be an agency partner who's going to do this for you or help you surface these previously impossible to get insights. All right, number 3, this isn't really about conversation, so I'm kind of cheating, but it's really important when you're thinking about these direct marketing channels. It's compliance and legal. It is something that you must think about. The good here is if you're going to invest in AI, review the terms and services, understand what they're doing, particularly on these direct or outbound channels. You want to make sure you're kind of covering your bases. The better, ask as part of the diligence from those vendors. How are their AI products following compliance regulations? An example that we saw out there in the industry, we actually saw a brand who had a class action lawsuit brought to them because there was a small nuance in how they represented their terms and services in a pop-up, and it didn't protect them from that class action lawsuit. Stuff like that matters, and like it or not, if you're going to be an email, if you're going to be using SMS or any of these, you need to make sure compliance and legal is thought about. All right, 2 more. Be conversational. Well, of course, not just conversion oriented. We want to get that sale, but of course, if we want to have conversations which are more personal, they drive more revenue, and they provide those insights, you have to be conversational. So the good is just test those open-ended questions or responsive messaging. Put it out there, see what responses you get back in those direct marketing channels. Again, SMS, of course, but you can try it in email, in your chatbot, anywhere else that you can get those responses. Better test agentic technologies that are able to hold meaningful conversations on your behalf. Gorgeous was just talking about that. Come to our event on April 16th or check us out at Shop Talk. We'll talk about some of the things and how we're thinking about it there. But this can be scary because you're kind of handing the reins over to AI. But if you do this right and you test it correctly, again, brand voice, compliance, how are you being set up by your vendor or your partner? This can be incredibly impactful, both in time savings, but and revenue generating. So give it a try. And lastly, make sure your AI efforts are driving revenue. So set revenue goals, set success metrics on any AI products you purchase. In a perfect world, you're finding a partner who actually builds holdout and or control testing into their products. Thank you.
Amazing presentation, Sam. I love how you offered up so many different solutions and having the good option and the better option so that brands of all shapes and sizes could have so many different variations of next steps of how they can level up their SMS program and offerings. So overall, amazing presentation. And before I let you go, we're going to go ahead and choose the giveaway winner for your Truff bestseller set. I'm super jealous of whoever is winning this one. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll on through here. And congratulations, Nicole Mello. You are taking home a Truff bestseller pack courtesy of Sam and the Postscript team.
Awesome. That's super exciting. I have to say, I actually put some of the truff salt on some tater tots for lunch. Very good. Highly recommended. Thanks for having me. This was awesome.
Thank you so much, Sam. We'll chat soon. Bye. Okay, friends. Next, joining me up on the stage, we have our very own tech partner manager from Triple Whale, Thamana. Welcome to the stage, my love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm Thamana Bawa, as Mia just mentioned, and I am one of the newest tech partner managers here at Triple Whale. Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest game changers in e-commerce, AI. And let's be real, scaling a business can feel like a guessing game. Are you guys spending your marketing budget the right way? Is your inventory stocked correctly? Are you reaching the right customers at the right time? AI helps take the guesswork out of all of that by giving you real actionable insights and automating key processes. So, from running hyper targeted ad campaigns to making sure you never overstock or run out of your best sellers, AI helps brands make better, faster decisions that actually drive growth. So, how can AI help your business scale more efficiently? Well, let's dive in and break it all down. So today, this is what we're going to cover. First off, what is Triple Whale for those who don't know? Next, why do data-driven decisions actually matter? We're going to dive into AI's growing role in e-commerce. We'll talk about a few practical ways to start seeing some real impact. And finally, we've got a free tool for you to use, and it's exclusive to our attendees today. So let's jump right in. All right, so e-commerce brands today are drowning in data, but starving for insights that drive real action. And that's where Triple Whale comes in. So Triple Whale is the e-commerce intelligence platform built for faster, more confident decisions. And we bring together trusted full funnel analytics so you always have a clear picture of performance across every channel. We have a flexible BI, which allows you to slice and dice data to fit your unique needs. We offer robust data enrichment, making your first-party data even more powerful than ever. And we also offer e-commerce specific AI agents. So they don't just surface insights, but they actually guide you towards a profitable action. So most analytics platforms tell you what's happening, but Triple Whale helps you understand why, and more importantly, what to do next. And at Triple Whale, we're not just another data tool. We're the go-to e-commerce intelligence platform for brands that are scaling fast and need clarity in their decision-making. Today, we're the proud source of truth for over 30,000 innovative brands. And that includes well-known names like Calpak, MeUndies, Princess Polly, and Roback. And we're not just working with brands. We actually power an entire ecosystem of e-commerce growth. We have about 2,000 plus trusted agency partners and 65 plus deep tech integrations. So we ensure our customers get the most out of their data, from marketing to inventory, ultimately to profitability. And if you're wondering what that looks like in action, we actually have a full section of case studies on our website. I encourage you to go and check that out. Now, e-commerce isn't just growing, it's becoming more competitive, more expensive, and more complex than ever before. So, for brands today, making data driven decisions isn't just optional, it's actually survival. And when we look at the numbers, the challenge is obvious. Competition is at an all time high. More brands are fighting for the same customers, making it harder than ever to stand out. Ad costs keep rising, so paid acquisition is getting more expensive every year, squeezing profit margins and making profitability harder to achieve. And in this environment, honestly, guesswork won't cut it. Brands need clear, actionable insights to optimize their marketing, pricing, and operations. So that's where AI powered analytics comes in, and that's exactly what we're here to talk about today. So we know data driven decisions are more critical than ever, but here's the problem. Actually making them is harder than it should be. So e-commerce teams today are overwhelmed. There's more data than ever before, but brands don't have the people or the technology to manage the explosion of complexity in the landscape. And while AI is everywhere, most e-commerce brands still struggle to use it effectively. So data is scattered across multiple platforms, making it hard to get a single source of truth. Teams waste a ton of time digging through dashboards instead of actually making decisions. And AI powered insights are great, but insights alone, they don't drive results. So what brands really need isn't just AI that answers questions, they actually need AI that helps them take action. And this is where the growing role of AI in e-commerce comes in. E-commerce brands that adopt AI, they're seeing real results. And according to McKinsey, e-commerce businesses that use AI can actually increase their profitability by up to 25%. Now, that's because AI isn't just making things faster, it's actually making decision making smarter. And in an industry where margins are tight and competition is fierce, small efficiency gains can honestly mean the difference between scaling profitability and just plainly getting left behind. Now, AI is fundamentally changing the way we work, and it all starts with customer expectations. So consumers today, they demand faster service, more personalized experiences, and seamless interactions across channels. So meeting those expectations is no longer optional. It's essential for growth. And to keep up, businesses have turned to personalization. We've seen brands leverage AI to deliver more tailored shopping experiences. So whether that's through product recommendations, targeted marketing, or dynamic pricing. Personalization, it's not just a trend anymore, it's actually a necessity for engagement and retention. But here's the key. Personalization is only as good as the data behind it. And AI allows brands to collect, analyze, and act on massive amounts of data in real time. The more data AI has, the smarter it gets, enabling businesses to refine their strategies, predict customer needs, and optimize performance across the board. And that's why AI isn't just an add on, it's a game changer. So let's dive deeper into how brands are using AI to drive real growth. All right, so AI is making customer experiences faster, smarter, and more seamless. Let's think about chatbots. They provide instant answers, cutting wait times and support costs. Now, AI predicts issues like delayed shipments and offers solutions before customers even ask. Plus, it provides frictionless shopping. Smarter search, voice commerce, and virtual try ons make shopping easier than ever. And the results of this is happier customers, fewer support tickets, and higher conversions. So AI isn't just improving CX, it's transforming it. AI in customer service isn't just about answering questions, it's driving real revenue. So let's take Tushy as an example. One of the biggest hurdles for shoppers, compatibility. Will a bidet fit their toilet? Now, Gorgeous's AI removes that friction with real-time compatibility guidance, helping customers make instant decisions. And beyond that, AI personalizes the shopping experience, recommending upgrades, bundles, and accessories while streamlining support. Now, the impact of this 15% increase in chat conversion rate, 2 times more conversions from AI versus human agents, and a 13 times return on investment. So AI isn't just supporting, it's selling, scaling, and optimizing every interaction for growth. And AI-driven personalization boosts engagement and conversion. There's smart recommendations, which show the right products at the right time. AI-driven emails and SMS reach customers when they're most likely to buy. And personalized discounts tailor pricing based on behavior. Now, the results of this is better experiences and ultimately more sales. And smart bundling isn't just about increasing AOV, it's about creating a better shopping experience. Now, we have an example from Rebuy here. I actually used to work at Rebuy, so this is a little bit special to me. But let's look at AU Vodka. Rebuy drove a 21% AOV boost by smart upsells to increase their average order value. They used AI-driven shopping for a seamless experience and optimized checkout to reduce friction. So AI personalization works, and this is proof. Now, here at Triple Whale, we built Mobi to make data-driven decisions fast and easy. So instead of digging through reports, just ask Mobi, what was my ROAS last week? How did my Black Friday campaigns perform? What's my highest converting product? With Mobi, you'll get instant answers, so no more dashboard diving. You'll get actionable insights because Mobi turns data into decisions in just seconds. And with Mobi, you don't just track data, you actually use it to grow. And instead of spending 10 minutes searching for an answer, Mobi tells you in just seconds, so you can move fast and make better decisions. So let's see it in action. Now, as our CEO, AJ, puts it, AI will evolve from a tool to a true co-pilot for business strategy. Brands will start leveraging generative AI to process and analyze far more data than was humanly possible before, giving them a deeper, broader understanding of their business. And the market is already in love with AI-powered insights. CO Beauty automates daily reports with Mobi AI, saving hours every morning. Shopanova scales brands with Triple Whale's data-driven platform. And the numbers don't lie. AI is the future of growth. Dixon's Lane marketing team spent 5+ hours a week analyzing ad performance, until Mobi agents automated the process. Now, what took hours happens in under 10 minutes, saving their team 260+ hours per year. That's almost like 1 hour per working day. AI isn't just saving time, it's optimizing growth. And AI is the future of e-commerce. It's driving growth, transforming customer experience, personalization, and data. Insights aren't just enough anymore. Brands need AI that turns data into action fast. And automation is next. Mobi agents don't just analyze data, they take action to help you scale. The fastest moving brands will win. Now, we have an exclusive offer for you guys today. Before AI can drive action, you need a strong data foundation, which is why we're giving you access to this free dashboard to help you track key metrics and make smarter decisions. And I'm going to drop a link in the chat along with my email and my LinkedIn. So please feel free to reach out with any questions you have. Thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to staying in touch.
Fantastic job, Tamina, as always. And yes, everyone, take advantage of this 100% free dashboard. We're constantly releasing new features and services for our free Founders Dash. So definitely sign up today. And before I let you go, my love, we're going to go ahead and choose this giveaway winner for a $100 Visa gift card. So I'm going to scroll on through here. And congratulations, Cassandra Redstone. You are taking home a $100 Visa gift card courtesy of Thamina and your friends here at Triple Whale.
Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you, Mia.
Of course, my love. We'll chat soon. Okay, friends, joining me up on stage next, we have Daniel, who is the CEO of Chemonics. Welcome to the stage, Daniel. Looks like he's just getting situated. Perfect.
Hey,
Welcome, Daniel. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, Mia. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Lovely to have you join us today. So feel free to go ahead and pull up your screen, and the stage is all yours to take it away with your presentation.
Thank you very much. So, hi everybody, I'm Daniel. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Chemonix. Super happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Today we're going to talk about AI profit-driven merchandising. All right, so a little bit about Chemonix. Chemonix is a profit-driven merchandising platform designed to help Shopify brands execute complex merchandising strategies across their stores and
Real
marketing.
quick, Daniel, I don't want to mean to interrupt you. Your slides aren't pulled up. If you want to go ahead and try pulling them up again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're totally fine. I just didn't want you to get too far. There you go. Perfect. You're good to go now.
All right. So going back to Chemonix, so it's a profit-driven merchandising platform, like I said, designed to help the Shopify brands with the AI merchandising strategy across their stores and marketing channels. Our platform has three main products. First of all, the collection merchandising. Second, product recommendations using one-on-one personalization based on real-time sessions of the customers. And third, the merchandising for marketing, whether it's ads or email campaigns. All right, so why do we even need AI for merchandising? If you have more than 200 products in your store, your ability to manage and merchandise them in the store and marketing without AI is super limited. It's not scalable and it's not competitor proof. It's really impossible to combine all the data points and take into consideration all these important parameters you need. If we're talking about sales, conversion rate, inventory, returns, margins, sizes in stock, and many more. But let's say you did, all right? Imagine you took all the parameters you needed, you put them in an Excel sheet, and then manually, let's say you sort your collections in the store. How often can you actually do this across your store? Once a week? Once a month? Stores needs to be updated a few times a day, and in some cases, even once an hour, depending on the traffic. So bottom line, you're human, you're not a machine, and it's really, really difficult to keep up. So don't blame yourself. And let's say you have made the step towards AI and automated processes. How do you leverage AI for more than just revenue or sales? How do you use merchandising, AI merchandising, to become more profitable? Because sales alone are not enough. There are many, many crucial KPIs that you need to take into consideration when merchandising your store and business. You cannot focus only on conversions or sales. You must take into consideration, if we're talking about inventory turnover, talking about COGS, gross margin, and in the end, taking care of your bottom line. The bottom line is your net profit. Now, I want to describe to you what happens in most cases. Most of the brands have the classic Pareto of around 20% of their products generate around 80% of the revenue. So they are pushing those bestsellers on marketing or store, and they do that manually, or they're using merchandising and personalization tools, that their entire aim is to boost sales. Then what they do, they sell those 20% of the bestsellers, and they sell really well, right? It's bestsellers. So they run out of stock, and then they restock, and then they keep selling them. And that creates that vicious cycle within that store and business that they keep selling the same 20%, the same products over and over again. And then what happens is dead stock. The other 80% of the products are laying in the warehouse, carrying a lot of additional costs, blocking the cash flow, preventing the brand to purchase more inventory, and in the end, waiting for Black Friday or some big sale to move these items for small margin or even zero margin, or sometimes not selling it at all. And the result from what we see in Chemonix and working with thousands of brands across my experience is they're losing around 20% in profit on average. And that is huge. That is very big for the business. So far, we talked at a really high level. I want to drill down a little bit to the day-to-day, all right? So let's take three products and together understand how we discover which one we want to promote, whether it's on the merchandising, product recommendations, marketing, collections, whatever. So we took the customer's preferences. I put it in a scale to 1 to 10, so it will be easy to understand, aka personalization. And we have the 3 products, product A, product B, and product C. Now, product A is 10, product B 9, and product C 9. So obviously, we will go with product A, right? That's what the customer wants. And then we look at sales quantity. Sales quantity only supports the initial decision of product A, right? Sales quantity is the highest for product A. So again, product A is the one to go. But then when we look at revenue, then the picture started to change a bit, because product B has the highest revenue, then a little bit behind is product C, but product A is generating much lower revenue. So in this case, and the product B has just 9, which is pretty close to product A in terms of personalization. So product B would be the choice to go with. Then we're looking at conversion rate. And then it gets even more complicated, because product C has the highest conversion rate and not so far behind in revenue, and the same customer preferences in the scale. So, and the conversion rate is super important, right? Because the traffic that you are getting on your site costs you money, and you want to convert in the best way possible in order to use that cost and get the best ROI on it. So in this case, we will go with product C. But then moving back to looking also at inventory, we see that product A and product C are almost out of stock. So they will sell out of stock no matter what, and we need to optimize the inventory. And we see that product B has a lot of inventory. We need to sell that, and good conversion rate, good revenue. So we go with product B. And then we go also into real margin, the margin of the product, and that really seals the deal, because we see that product B also has the highest margin. So we go with product B. And if this brand would have looked only using personalization tool or manually just look at the customer's preferences, or only on sales quantity, they would go with product A, which is probably, obviously, not the right decision to go with, because lowest on revenue, low conversion rate, almost out of stock, and the margin is super low. So as you see, as more parameters get into the picture and get into the equation, you see how much you need to consider them in order to make smart decisions, smart merchandising decision, in order to become more profitable. So to sum things up, using AI and automation in the right way can help you to balance between those different parameters. This is what we do in Chemonics. We take all these parameters with hundreds of parameters and integrations from different tools, whether it's sales, inventory, margins, returns data, reviews, ads to cart, everything that you need in order to really use all of them and to merchandise in a way that will not only drive sales, but also optimize inventory and maximize margins in order to become more profitable. That's it. You can find us in the App Store and also on chemonics.com. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Fantastic presentation. So many just amazing expert learnings in there for our audience to take away. And before I let you go, we're going to go ahead and choose your giveaway winner today. So just scrolling on through here. Our winner today is Filippo Casavecchia. Congratulations, Filippo. You are taking home a $100 gift card. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today, Daniel. We'll chat soon.
All right. Thank you very much for having me. It's been great. Cheers.
Perfect. Okay, friends, we are on to our last, but certainly not least, amazing speaker of the day. Let's all give a warm welcome to Val, who is the VP of Customer Marketing here at Digio. Hi, Val. How are you?
I'm great, Mia. How are you?
Doing lovely. Why don't you go ahead and get your screen pulled up, and I will
Yep.
pass it over to you.
Let's see. How about this? Can we all see it?
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, great. Great. Thanks everyone for sticking with us here. I'm Val Geisler from Digio. I am excited to share with you that modern marketing starts with zero-party data. So that is literally the beginning. Zero-party data is the key to being a truly modern marketer. I want to know if anyone in the chat, this is a great opportunity for you to participate. So are you measured on any of these metrics? Total revenue, anybody measured on revenue? Or maybe revenue per recipient, click-through rates, like that's an email metric, conversion rates, repeat purchase rates, lifetime value. I imagine everyone here is measured on one of or multiple of these goals. Well, the reality is that it is easier than ever for our customers to walk away from us. So zero-party data really helps us solve for that. This is an example of that darn unsubscribe link at the very top of all your emails now in a Gmail inbox. Makes it really simple. You don't even have to scroll to the bottom to unsubscribe from your brand's emails. So your brand is really, that means you're fighting for attention from a very noisy phone. I talked to hundreds of brand operators, and everyone says the majority of their traffic is mobile, which means this is what we're all looking at all day long. This is an example of an email that I got from a brand that I shop with and love. It says that I'm the first to be notified of a back in stock recommended for me men's clothes. This is an example of a huge opportunity for zero-party data. I mean, I do love a menswear look, but this email was definitely not targeted to me. This is not, especially since I have shopped with this brand before. So we want to talk about personalized offers and how those actually help you sell more. And what Digio specializes in is quizzes. So we happen to know a lot about quizzes, personalized shopping, product guides, product finders. That is all essentially the bucket of quiz, right? So quiz results emails have great open rates, incredible click-through rates. People want to know which of your products are right for them. And when you are helping guide them through that process, it gets them to a better result. It's going to increase your conversion rates, decrease your return rates, and help you grow your email list too. Okay, so what about second and third party data? Well, I want everyone to raise their hand and repeat after me. I will not buy email lists. I will not share email lists. Okay, I want you to gather your own email list and enhance that data, enhance that initial data, the email address, the name, the phone number, with zero-party data. Okay, so the solution to all of this is zero-party data. That's what you're probably already sick of hearing me say zero-party data, but you're gonna hear it in your sleep by the time I'm done here. Zero-party data is a great way to connect with your customers. This is an example of a quiz right here on IGK's website. So they're helping you find your perfect shampoo and conditioner. And I want you to, as I go through the next few slides, see if you notice any particular words stand out. Find your perfect shampoo and conditioner, take the short quiz, and we'll match you with the perfect shampoo and conditioner. Okay. Before you go, why did you choose to leave? And some options. This is an exit intent pop-up trying to collect why people are actually leaving the site. Andy Swim here asking, what's in your beach bag? Getting an idea of who their customers are. And Avi, how do you prefer to consume your supplements? I can't actually see the chat while I am presenting here, but you're right for you. That is the answer here. That is what zero-party data quizzes help you gather, is information about your customer. It also positions all of the data that you want as a brand as beneficial to the consumer, right? So, hey, we're helping you reach your health goals. We're going to find the products that are right for you. Who doesn't want help? Especially when you have if you have a larger product product list, then you're going to want to be able to guide your customers to the right product for them. So you capture zero-party data with quizzes and mini quizzes. So a quiz does not have to be a very long experience. You can do a mini quiz that's getting 1 or 2 data points. Digio helps you do that. And brands that use Digio are seeing incredible ROI on their results from quizzes and mini quizzes. So some examples of these kind of guided selling quizzes, you can do longer quizzes like I have in this kind of grid on the right. You have shorter mini quizzes here at Haven, being able to redirect you to the right product category. They ask one question, and that one question can give you all kinds of places to go off of on that data personalization journey. Okay, so quizzes might be kind of hard to think about conceptually, but before I kind of dig into the AI side of all this, I do want to share with you your quiz. Ultimately, the goal of it is to land on a results page. So you want to get to that perfect results. These are the kind of results that people get from quizzes. So attributed dollars, conversion rates increasing, and then of course that beautiful ROI on the software that you are investing in. These are the results pages that we're talking about. They can look like all different kinds of results based off of what your product is and what your brand is going for. But these are those customized results that your customers want to see. So one of the biggest challenges that we see a lot at Digio is we want to have a quiz, but we don't know what to ask. And that is fair, because you could probably come up with either be completely stumped or come up with a list of 25 questions to ask. And hot tip, no one wants to answer 25 questions on your website. So you kind of want to keep it around like 6 or 7. And so how do you figure out what those questions should be? Well, this is an AI webinar, right? So we're going to talk about AI. I have a recipe for you. You can screenshot this. You will get the slides after, but this is my little prepare your screenshot fingers slide. So this is how you quickly build a quiz. This is going to get you like 80% of the way there, and then you're only going to have a little bit of work to do. So this is your guided selling quiz question recipe. You want to understand, before you build this recipe out, knowing your value prop, you want to know your goals for the quiz. And then you're going to pick your favorite AI tool. That could be Claude, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and you're going to give it this prompt. This exact prompt, in the bold in the brackets, is where you're going to fill in your own details. So you can see the prompt here and the example with the details filled in. And what you get when you plug this in is this. You get your first question. You get the options that people have, right? So for each of those questions, you get, this is actually taking you through. So here, this ends up with 13 questions. You're going to want to pare that back, pick 1 or 2 from each section here. But this actually pulled from the prompt and then from the website itself. So our amazing AI tools will help kind of scour your website, look at all the options, look at all the data that it can gather, and pull together a quiz for you. Now, the folks who run this particular website may not actually want to use, 1, either all of these questions, or 2, these questions and options exactly as written. But gosh, it really does help take away that blinking cursor, blank page, deer in headlights feeling. So this is a really fast track to building a quiz and getting something launched on your site as quickly as possible. Digio has themes pre-built for you, so you can take those pre-built themes, plug this into your favorite AI prompt, go grab this recipe, plug it in, customize it, get your quiz options, and start building. And with the fast track that you get from this, you could launch a quiz in a day. So I want you to go, this is actually where the recipe is. As soon as I'm done screen sharing, I will share this link in the chat for you. But we do have it listed in our help doc. If you go to help.digio.com and search the word quickly, you will find this doc. But again, I'll link it in the chat for you in just a moment. And I want to invite you to come see the Digio team live. If this is interesting to you, if you want to talk about quizzes, if you want to talk about zero-party data and say it 100,000 times like I did today, you can come find us at lots of places. I think before this webinar started, we were kind of all chatting backstage about how there are so many events coming up. We will be at Shop Talk in Vegas. We will be at Activate in San Francisco. We will be at Grow LA in LA. We'll be at ChargeX also in LA, and we will be at Sub Summit in Dallas. That's just the spring. I also want to give you a little resource here. You can scan that QR code. Again, you'll get these slides. I'll put this link in the chat as well. But you can go grab our zero-party data playbook. So this is a great resource, 50+ pages on how to leverage zero-party data in your marketing. And I think that's all I've got for you today.
Thank you so much, Val. So many amazing resources. And for any folks who are going to be in the area, I highly recommend meeting up with the Digio team because Val and Blake and everyone on their team are fantastic and just lovely conversationalists. So definitely check them out. And definitely, once you send that link in the chat, Val, I absolutely recommend that everyone checks that out as well because just the content that Digio is putting out is always so incredibly worthwhile staying on top of. So I definitely recommend everyone check out that resource as well. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and choose your giveaway winner. So Digio is giving away an Obvi Healthy Habits bundle. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll on through and we're going to choose this giveaway winner. All right, congratulations, Grace Grant. You are taking home that Healthy Habits bundle courtesy of Val and the Digio team.
Yay, Grace.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today, Val, and we'll chat soon.
Thanks, Mia.
Okay, friends. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that is just about the end of our session. I have just a few more updates and slides to walk y'all through, and then that is all for today. But before I let you all go, I hope you all enjoyed this session just as much as I enjoyed being your host today. So we have another whale watching webinar coming up, and I hope you will stick around and join us for that one as well. On April 10th, we are going to be talking about how you can optimize every single dollar in your marketing mix. And we have some fantastic partners who are joining us for that one, from AdRoll and Tapcar and Social Snowball, Just Uno, Aftersell, OMG Commerce, some amazing experts and speakers. So I highly recommend tuning in and joining for that one as well. And with that said, everyone, it has been fabulous being your host today. If you are interested in learning more about Triple Whale, you can find me on LinkedIn. We can stay connected on there. Or you can reach out to me at mia@triplewhale.com if you have any questions or anything I can help out with. But with that said, everyone, it has been such a pleasure, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye, everyone.